Welcome back to Kumamoto, and it's quarterfinals day here at the Kumamoto Masters. Well, we have home interest once again in our next match, and indeed in our 7th match of the day. But next up is women's singles. Nozomi Okuhara, the former world champion and world #1, up against Lin Hsiang, the left-hander from Chinese Taipei. As far as the women's singles draw is concerned, 5 different flags you can see at quarterfinal stage, because 3 players from Chinese Taipei and 2 from Japan, but perhaps not the 2 from Japan that we were expecting, because we lost the #2 seed Miyazaki in the first round and the defending champion Akane Yamaguchi in the second round. This is the last of the quarterfinals to be completed in the women's singles. We can see that another former world champion, Ratchanok Intanon, she has come through her match. And look at that, Grigoria Mariska Tunjun. She was champion here 2 years ago, and of course Olympic bronze medalist since then, and was in the final again last year. So just this match to decide the last of the semi-finalists. So here comes an apprehensive-looking Nozomi Okuhara. She's the player who beat last year's champion Akane Yamaguchi in the second round yesterday. She's had a whole catalogue of injury problems, says Nozomi Okuhara. It's so wonderful to see her back and playing well once again. World ranking, because of injuries, plummeted, and she's had to be playing international challenger events and Super 100 events. This, as you can see, will be a 3rd meeting between these 2 players, and honours are shared, 1 win apiece, although it was Lin Hsiang who won the last time that they met.
That side.
So I believe Nozomi Okuhara won the toss of the coin and chose to receive, and therefore Lin Hsiang had the choice of ends. Well, she's made a real breakthrough this year, I think, Lin Hsiang. I'll tell you more about that in a moment, because we'll look at the former world champion and former world #1, Nozomi Okuhara. 30 years of age now, from Nagano, which was the city that staged the 1998 Winter Olympic Games. Winter Olympic Games aren't that far off now, are they? They're coming up very soon. So she's 32 on the world ranking at the moment, but did spend 2 weeks as world #1. Now, there's that match I was telling you against the reigning world champion and the defending champion here yesterday, the #1 seed, Akane Yamaguchi. And let me tell you, she came from 10-18 down in that opening game to level at 18-all. That was an extraordinary run of 8 straight points. So to her opponents, Lin Hsiang will turn 27 next month, and she's from Taoyuan on the northwest of the island. She is down 2 places on the world ranking that was published on Tuesday earlier this week to 23, but has spent 2 separate weeks as 20 on the world ranking. 5'7", and she has won both of her matches in 2 straight games. Qualifier in the first round, and then her teammate Tang Xiao Kong, and so has looked very impressive indeed. She has been in a Super 500 semi-final already this year. That was at the Hong Kong Open. She's also been in the semi-final in Macau. And that's one of the reasons why I think she has made a big breakthrough this year, as we look at our umpire, Bert van Horenbeck of Belgium. Jacqueline Zhang from America. He's the service judge for this one. That said, I think Lin Hsiang, in reaching the final of the Macau Open last year, where she lost in 3 games to Gao Fengji, was perhaps her best result so far. But this year, I think she's been consistently better. Shoji Sato on the coach's bench for Nozomi Okuhara.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Nozomi Okuhara, Japan. And on my left, Lin Hsiang, Chinese Taipei. Lin Hsiang to serve. Love all. Play.
So the traditional bow to all court officials by Nozomi Okuhara before play gets underway. Oh, that clear, I think, was going wide. Good aggressive follow-up by the left-hander.
1-0.
At the start of the match. Chen. Coach, formerly of Tai Sui, just about a week ago announced her retirement from his national badminton.
Serve 1-0.
Well, the home fans will be cheering every single point that this lady wins. And why not? That's always the advantage for athletes playing at home. More crowd support gives you a psychological advantage and a lift. Oh, that's a pity from Okuhara's perspective.
Oh,
it was a lovely idea. Didn't need to be that close to the net, quite frankly. Well, won her world title, Nozomi Okuhara, in Glasgow in 2017 in an epic final lasting 1 hour and 50 minutes against PV Sindhu. Also reached the final 2 years later in Basel, where she then lost to PV Sindhu in the final. Oh, that's down the back line, that's lovely. And her Olympic bronze was achieved in Rio de Janeiro in 2016. And after the Tokyo Olympics, really struggled with a foot injury and had numerous injury problems after that. Oh, that is sensational. What a super shot by Lin Hsiang. Look at that. Okuhara didn't even move. She had no idea where that shuttle was going. Oh, well, that's as equally delightful.
4-0. Serve 5-4.
Well, interesting. Both of these players have played this event previously. Okuhara just once previously. That was the first edition 2 years ago. And Lin has played both the previous editions. And neither of these players, prior to this year, had ever won a match at this tournament. Losing in the first round on all occasions. Yeah, got out of position and off balance.
Six, 5.
Well, it's interesting. We saw from the previous head-to-heads that the last time these two met was in the Chinese Taipei Open earlier this year. And it was Lin that won on that occasion, playing on home soil. I wonder if it would be different with Okuhara winning on home soil. That home advantage, I was alluding to a moment ago, can make a huge difference.
5.
Finds the line. And this is an extremely good run of points. 4 straight points by Okuhara. Points.
9-5.
Look how Okuhara, when she comes forward to the net, the racket arms outstretched. It's high racket carriage, so she takes the net shot as early as possible. Super. 6 straight points.
10-5.
Oh, that's going wide. So on a run of 7 straight points, Nozomi Okuhara goes to the mid-game interval with a 6-point advantage. What an excellent start from a home player. He's a former world #1. Only 7 minutes to make one interval.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, the first thing that the number 8 seed, Lin Hsiang needs to do is stop this run of points.
Play.
7 straight points. looks to me as if Okuhara, barring the injuries and the problems she's had with that, looks slimmer and trimmer and fitter than I've seen for a long while. She sort of knew, didn't she, that she hadn't put enough into that shot. Look at how she sort of follows through afterwards, almost trying to sort of will it over the net. That's an awfully flat clear.
Serve 13-6.
Ooh. That was a nasty slip. I think she's okay. Just as well as badminton players are so flexible and agile. That was almost down into the splits position. She's lost confidence. It looks to me as if she doesn't really know what tactics she should be trying to employ. Took it early at the net again, Okuhara. That's a pity. I was just about to say that's well played by Lin Hsiang. But her attempted kill was just long of the back line. Oh yes, it certainly was. She's sitting with the drift at the moment, sees Lin.
17-6.
Oh, that's great commitment going forward. Well, she's not the tallest of athletes, as you could see there. 156, that's 5'1½", and the net posts are at just about that height. Can't see over the net when she stands next to the net. She has to look through it.
Serves over.
But isn't that one of the beauties of our sport? That all shapes and sizes can excel. We've got an Olympic men's singles champion that's 6'4", former world champion on court at the moment. That's 5'1½". It's about skills. It's about agility. I think tennis players seem to be giants nowadays. Very much a body type for tennis, not so in badminton. Oh, that's a super shot. Imparted slice on that shot.
Serves over.
And that makes the shuttle spin, and the extra air resistance with the spinning shuttle means that it dies a lot quicker. And it's the acute angle that's created with such a shot. 2 points away from the opening game.
Serves over. 8-19.
Game point opportunities. She's been absolutely superb in this opening game as the former world champion Nozomi Okuhara.
Serves over. 9-20. 9.
That's a good return of serve. Just long of the back line, and the opening game to the unseeded former world number 1 Nozomi Okuhara.
First game won by Nozomi
in wonderful
Okuhara,
form.
21-9.
21-9 confirms the umpire opening game to the home player. There's the game point opportunity. She let that one go, knew it was going to be long of the back line. And indeed it was. 21-9 in 16 minutes. What a fabulous start by Nozomi Okuhara.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game, Lovell, play.
So 1 game to the goods, Nozomi Okuhara against the number 8 seed Lin Hsiang of Chinese Taipei. Well, I think that Lin now has the better end from which to play.
1 love.
There's only ever been 2 players from Chinese Taipei that have won a women's singles world tour title. Of course, Tai Su Ying is one of them, and the other one is Chu Pin Qian, who just last week won the Korea Masters.
1
That
all.
was her first World Tour title. Oh, that went over, I think. No, it didn't.
Serve is over. 2-1.
Going wide.
3-1.
Oh, that's a super shot from the left-hander.
Serve is over. 2-3. Serve is over. 4-2.
That's a nice backhand, isn't it, from Okuhara? Oh, that's well left.
5-2.
It wasn't out by much, was it? I can see signs that this young lady is beginning to lose belief.
6-2.
Certainly lose her way about what she should be trying to do.
Serve is over. 3-6.
Oh, that was a bit loose, that serve.
Serve is over.
I don't know if you noticed the
7-3.
body language after that rally from Lin Hsiang. But if you're a fan of hers, you'll be a little concerned.
Eight, 3.
Last World Tour title that this young lady, Okuhara, won above a 300 level was the 2021 All England Championships. That was her second All England title. It's been a long, long time. She's won 3 titles, of course, already this year, but there have been at 100 level, when we're talking about a 500 or above level. That was the equivalent, or is the equivalent, of the old system of Super Series titles.
Serves over. 4-9.
Pushed it long. Yep, you're hitting with the drift
5,
now,
9.
Okuhara. Goodness, what a cross-court network. Backhand sides. Once again, taking it early.
10-5.
And to the mid-game interval.
11-5
with
interval.
Once again, a 6-point advantage. Had a 6-point advantage, 11-5 in the opening game. It really is wonderful to see her playing well again and injury-free. Okuhara again, and 11-5 up in the second.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. (11-5). Play.
So 11-5. The advantage with Nozomi Okuhara. Oh, that's a nice shot.
Serves over. 6-11.
Okuhara has won 3 titles this year, should be mentioned, and that those 3 titles were the last 3 tournaments that she played, apart from last week where she lost in the second round of the Korean Open. So prior to last week, 3 titles in 3 tournaments played. No wonder she's looking confident. That's short. Goodness me, how did she get that back? Oh, that is amazing defense by this lady.
8-12.
Rally. Wouldn't be surprised if this is fast becoming the longest rally so far. That's landed in. Previous longest rally was 26 shots. Look at that beautiful punch clear. Considering she's hitting with the drift, how she controlled that is utterly amazing. Indeed, it is the longest rally so far.
Serve is over. 9-13.
You know, I think there's signs that she's beginning to come back into this. Psychologically, look, she looked down and out at one stage, Lin Hsiang. Super. Only 3 points in it.
10-13.
I think that was hope,
11,
the real
13.
belief. Oh, no, it was called out. Must have been out on the sidelines rather than the back line. 2 points in it. Brilliant. 1 point in it.
12-13.
6 of the last 7 points to the left-handed Lin Hsiang. And back level.
13-0.
7 of the last 8 points. What a remarkable recovery. Yeah, it was the defensive block across court towards the left-hander's forehand net. That one, that's what did the damage.
14-13. Serves in front, 14-0.
Oh, that's just out of this world.
Serves over.
Reverse slice, fast drop across court. Look at that.
15-14.
That could not have been placed any better. Skimmed over the net. Beautiful skill. Missed it. Needs to keep the pressure on Lin Hsiang. She's worked so hard to get back in level terms, which she was just a moment ago. That's only half of the hard work. Can't relax. Got to keep the pressure going.
Serves over. 15-16.
she was quick forward. Brilliant. And that follow-up from Okuhara, where obviously she'd said to herself that I've really got to take this to my opponent. It was prior to that. Hit from the back of the court, the straight attacking shot, and she was so quick forward.
Serves over. 16-17.
Nice net exchange. Quick forward again. What a rally. This is a big point now. Oh, it's landed in. Hitting against the drift, and although it was flat, it's landed in.
17.
And she's back level once more. Okuhara could have reached it. Thought it was going to go long, but it was clearly in. 17 all.
Quickly.
Again, it's a super rally. And everyone's attention on this match. Both other courts, all the matches for the day have already concluded. So every single person has their attention on this women's singles. 3 points away from the semi-final, Nozomi Okuhara. Good neck shot. Wow. The intensity in that rally, the pace of movement of this lady. Okuhara.
19-17.
Oh, she's taking on some big gulps of air. Not quite the longest rally yet. We had one at 36 shots. brilliance. Well, you've got to give huge credits to Lin Hsiang, because when she was a game and 6-12 down, it looked as if Okuhara was trotting her way, romping to the final, to the semi-final, I should say, but the left-hander has not given up at all. She's stuck in there. She's played some wonderful winning shots. And this is far from over yet, you know. 18-19.
No, it's okay. Play.
There's another lovely shot from the left-hander. Brilliant defence. What a rally. It was the slice once again from Okuhara that did the damage. No pace on the shuttle to feed off on the defensive shot from Lin Hsiang.
20, match point 18.
Okay.
2 match point opportunities.
Change the shuttle.
Two opportunities to book a place in a first Super 500 semi-final since the Indonesian Masters in January last year. Well, she's going to challenge that, and I think she might win that challenge. Did it clip the line, or was it wide? If it was wide, Okuhara is in the semi-final. This is crucial. Here we go. Oh, it caught the line. Well done, line judge.
One challenge remaining. Service over. 19-20. Play.
Still match point opportunity for Okuhara. Oh, her strings are gone, but it doesn't matter. She's won on her second match point, and Nozomi Okuhara through to the semi-final of the Kumamoto Masters. Her first semi-final at this level of tournament since January 2024.
Nozomi Okuhara.
She's backed up her fabulous win yesterday against the defending champion and reigning world champion Yamaguchi, with victory in today's quarter-final. 21-9, 21-19. A match lasting 44 minutes. Yeah, we will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. What a delightful individual. And how absolutely delightful to see her back playing well again after a whole catalogue of injury woes. But Lin Hsiang played her part in today's match, making it a thrilling second game. But Nozomi Okuhara is through to the semi-final 21-9, 21-19 in 44 minutes. And she will play against another former world champion, Ratchanok Intanon, in the semi-final tomorrow. Welcome back to quarterfinals day here at the Kumamoto Masters. And next up, again, we have home interest, and it's last year's beaten finalists, Yuki Fukushima and Mayu Matsumoto, up against an unseeded pair from Taipei, Hu Lingfeng and Zheng Chia. Well, as far as the women's doubles draw was concerned, we only had 5 seeds left at quarterfinal stage, only 2